Hello, folks. Mike Gilligan here again. Smash Parental Alienation. I received a instant message from a friend who alerted to me to something that they thought I should talk about in regards to parental alienation, and it's along the lines of what I've been talking about the alienating parents' top actions and the lack of empathy. This has to do with my younger son. And before my divorce was final and she really began to really get aggressive with parental alienation, I was picking up my sons regularly on Monday, taking them to religion after school. And then I would have dinner with them after that. And I did this, it was 2012. I did this religiously every Monday. And if I couldn't do it, it was because I had to work or, but most of the time I was there. Well, anyway, it came time for my son's communion. Now, if things, just before this, if things were to go the way I expected them, like my oldest son's communion, everything would be, just fine. We'd walk him down the aisle and this, that, and the other thing. And, I was okay with them having a party and then doing their own thing afterwards. The important thing was that I be there to support my son for his communion and be a part of the ceremony. Well, anyway, I get there and I'm all in my suit and I can pull into the parking lot and I'm there early. I see my son and my ex-wife and they both look very nice. And I also see my sister-in-law. She also looked very nice. My son kept looking back at me with this panicked look, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. Well, unbeknownst to me, we go into the staging area, into the gymnasium, and the area where I'm supposed to sit with my son with his mom, the seat is taken by my sister-in-law. And I go, "What's going on?" And the ex-wife looks at me, with a smile. "You're not walking him down the aisle." I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "What are you talking about?" I says, "My sister is. He wants my sister to do it." And then she turns to him to go, "Right?" And he goes, with this panicked look on his face, he's like, "Yeah." This is how creative the pathogenic parent, the alienating parent can get. And this is how evil they could get. Use the kid right in front of other people, too. The couple in front of us with their son turned with their mouths open, like they couldn't believe what they were hearing. And apparently my sister-in-law, and I don't know if this is true or not, she got told that morning. And apparently the decision was made real quick to do this. And she thought it'd be a great way to create a scene and maybe get me to really flip out. And believe me, I got loud. And, unintentionally, I was upset. You know what I mean? This is just shouldn't be happening, and totally lack of empathy towards my son, because I don't believe that that's really what he wanted, and it should be explained to him that even though mom and dad are separated, we should go down the aisle together with you. Well, after complaining to the sister and the priest, who was quite frankly half in the bag. I got nowhere, you know what I mean? And I had to swallow it. And people are very fortunate that day because I can remember the thinking process I had. I passed a couple of fire alarms along the way. I knew there was a working payphone down the street. I could have called in something and created a scene, but And some of the administrative people there really saw that this was the wrong thing that my ex-wife was doing, and they offered me to bring the gifts down the aisle. And it happened to be with my ex-wife, and I said to them straight out in a plain voice, I said, "You expect me to walk down the aisle with the devil?" And a group of people turned around and looked at me. I says, "That's not happening. I'll stay where I am." All my the family on my ex's side was there, and I could see some shock looks on their face. And I had words with my sister-in-law, and then her husband got it. He got his he's a Spanish guy. He got all crazy, like, what did you say to my wife? And, why, what did you say this for? Well, she didn't know anything what was going on. And I says, well, hey, listen, you want to come out to the parking lot with me? I really don't care. But that's what the alienating parent will do. They will exploit anything they can and use the child as fodder, as a pawn. And I did the best I could. I controlled myself. I left the church. They went to their party, and and that's really all my ex is interested in. She's an atheist. She has no real care about my son having a communion. This is all about her having a gathering and a party with her family on something to celebrate. The true meaning of communion was never really encouraged by my ex-wife, and I felt very sorry for my son Liam, and no child should ever have to go through that. No parent should have to go through that. What I went through was just agonizing, and this is what we go through. And again, I'm here to share my experiences of what happens, what an alienating parent does. The lack of empathy is the theme over and over and over again. They don't care about anybody but themselves. They're narcissistic, sociopaths, whatever. And I'm not a doctor. That's only my opinion. And I've done some reading on it. Dr. Childress's book on Foundation and a lot of stuff on the internet. But in no way am I diagnosing my ex-wife. But these are the things you have to look out for. These are the things that they will do, and just be careful. And these are the things that that this what I just talked about is a contempt issue in court that I have, and the court is not going to do anything about it. They're just not going to. And like I said, it was just I provided them ammunition for them to create hours for themselves, and I regret doing it now. But and my son Liam, it's all forgotten now. But this is, in the future, it's going to come back and haunt them, and that's all. I just wanted you to let you know that, and that's just another point that I wanted to bring out. And I'll probably post this, so look out for it. And believe me, Mike Gilligan is responsible for what he says, and I'm responsible for how I conduct myself, and I'm responsible to find out how to beat the system and to educate myself in any way, shape, or form to get the better of these people. And I'm in the process of doing that. I'm not perfect. It's going to take time, but this is what we have to do, and this is where we need to support each other. So smash parental alienation signing off. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.